Hello guys, welcome back to Python tutorial, and we are learning about functions. We talked about these functions in our last tutorial. We made four simple functions that one of them performs an addition operation, in the other one subtraction, third one multiplication, division, and so on. So we call these functions, and we call them, write the name in the enter the parameters and get the result. So we run it once in order to see how it looks like. These are the results that we did. So now I see that these functions are quite similar. The only difference is that the name of the function, the parameters are the same, and the sign is different, and as well here the sign here. So most of the functions are the same. So it's not a good idea in programming to have similar code or just repetitions. So because of that, I want to change these four functions into one function. So let's see what we do. I delete these three. I just need one of these, and delete these. We do not need them now. And let's see what we do. We let the user choose the operation and enter the numbers, and then the computer will calculate the numbers as the user wants. So what I want to do, I want to enter another parameter here that enters the sign number, enters a number which corresponds to the sign, the plus sign, minus sign, multiplication or division. So this will be that number. Let's see what I mean, that the user should enter like this. Instead of addition, for addition the user enters 1, for subtraction the user enters 2, for multiplication 3, and for division 4. Okay, so we change the name as calculator, and number 1, number 2, and sign, either it's 1, 2, or 3 or 4. So what we do here now, we want to see if the number is what is the number sign. Check the number, the sign, if it is, so that we can change here the signs. If sign number is equal to 1, if it's equal to 1, then what should we do here? If it's 1, so it means that it should be addition. So we write another variable here as just sign itself. So sign itself from the beginning is we choose it as addition. So that from the beginning we choose the sign as addition, and is instead of this sign, so we write this sign in order to, and then if it's not addition we change it later. Okay, and here we have to do something, that the result, we have to have a result a result variable, and this should be that what we do here when the assigned number is 1, it means that we have to add these two numbers. So instead of here, we cut it here and paste it. So what we do, we add these two numbers, and then the result should be put here. The result should be put here. So it's a common print line. So the sign will be changed when the first time we do not change the sign if it's 1. We do not change it. Otherwise, when it is 2, so we change it. Okay, so this is the so what we do after this one, number 2, and if, and otherwise, if we copy this one, now we check if the number is equal to 2. When the number is equal to 2, so it means that it's a subtraction. Okay, so when it's a subtraction, so what we should do, we should, the result should be changed because the result comes here, so it should be changed to minus instead. Number 1 minus number 2, and the sign should be changed as well. So this sign, which was plus from the beginning, we do not change it because it was the same thing. So now we change the plus sign to minus sign in order to see the result as minus here. Okay, so the sign is changed, and the result is as well number 1 minus number 2, and this is okay. So let's check the third one. So we copy this one, and if the sign number is 3, it means that it should be multiplication. So we change the result as well as sign, both of these here. The result should be multiplication, and this as well we give this asterisk, so that should be multiplication. The sign, we change the sign, and we change the operation here as well. So that at first time addition, we do not change sign because sign is already plus here, and when it's 2, so the sign will be changed to minus. 3, the sign should be changed, the operation is changed and the sign is changed. And at last, otherwise, so else, what should we do? We change it for division. So number 1 divided by number 2, or this should be changed to a forward slash. Okay, that's it. So what we did here, we check the sign number, and then we change according to that, and we print the operation. First number, so this is the sign here that will be changed every time according to the number, and this is the second number, this is equal sign, and this is the result. So our function is complete, I hope, and now it's time to show it, to test it if it works or not. So let's see. We have you assign. I want to do it as long as the user wants to calculate something. So the user can enter, exit the calculation, or the user continues. So in order to be able to do that, so we will choose a variable by the name of x, and it should be 0 from the beginning, and we put the calculated inside while, and see how we do it. While we check while the exit is not equal to 1, so we run this calculation as long as the user wants. When the user enters 1, change it to 1. When the user enters exit, in that case 0, so in that case the operation should be aborted. So let's see here. If exit, it means not equal to. If exit is not equal to 0. If exit is not equal to 0, so what we do, we have to do these things that are inside the while loop. Okay. So first we have to print something for the user in order to let the user see what we do, what it is, what the program does. So we print something for the user, print, and then write it like this: calculator. Okay. First calculator, and then we let the user to see how to choose the operation. So I write print here, and it should be 1 for addition, 2 for subtraction, 3 for multiplication, and 4 for division. Okay. And then 0 for exit. If the user wants to exit, so he or she can enter 0. Okay. Now we get the operation number from the user. So we operation number, they let the user enter. See, put it inside an int because it's a number, and put. So we let the user choose the operation. Choose from operation. Okay, we let the user choose one of them and enter. So when the user enters, so we get this, and what we do after that, we have to see first if the operation is 0, we should not continue. If the operation is not 0, so we can continue and we can use our function. Now, okay, let's say we have an if here, and check the operation number. If operation number is equal to 0, so what should we do? What should we do here? We have to exit and do not continue the operation. Otherwise, we can continue the operation. So we have to change the exit that's boolean, the exit variable to 0. So now what we change it to 0 and give something to the user to know that the user is out of the program. You're out. Thank you for using. Calculate. So it's a kind of just confirmation that the user has sign out. And okay, and now what we do in otherwise else, so what we do now, we can use our calculator function. So let's see, now for the calculation we need two variables that we need, number one and number two. This is entered that the user, now we have this one. Now the operation number we have to let the user enter those two numbers. Okay, now we enter those parameters, number one and number two. NBR number one is equal to, and it should be int, so we write input, and number one, and so we'll let the user to enter the number one, and we copy this and paste it, change it to number two. So we let the user enter both number one and number two, and then what we do here, we input all these parameters in the function, in that the function will run. Calculator, and then what we have here, first number one, comma, number two, and then what we have, the operation sign. What was the operation sign? The operation sign was here, so we enter the operation sign as well, which was entered by the user previously. So let's test it and see if it works like this. Run. Okay, it writes calculator, and 1 for add, 2 for subtraction, 3 for multiplication, 4 for division, and 0 for exit. Choose from the operation above. We do an addition, so number one, and then write 121. Number two is 9, for example. Let's see, 121 plus 9 is equal to 130. Okay, we do an operation, subtraction, number two. Okay, we write 12 minus 10. Okay, 12 minus 10 is equal to 2. That's good. We continue with the multiplication. We choose 3. Okay, the first one, 12. And fourth one, the other one, 4. 12 times 4 is 48. That's good. And we test the division, number 4. Okay, division 125, for example, divided by 5. Okay, 125 divided by 5 is 25. Good, that's good. So let's see, I choose addition once again. So and okay, that's good. 121 plus 342 is equal to 463. Okay, now I want to exit, so I write 0 and okay, you're out. Thank you for using calculator. Yes, okay, that's it for today. Please subscribe and share if you haven't done that, and wish you happy coding. Bye bye.